print is the true indicator of marketing power. This is where the technology comes in. There he is, folks, the print champ. I think I just heard the lion roar. 315 pounds. It's good. Stand up and respect print.
The power of print. And I'm sitting here with the print champ. That was impressive,
That
Joey.
was fun.
That was awesome.
Fun.
Yeah. That was a lot of weight, and you made it look easy.
Well, I was actually planning on pulling a lot more, but you guys kept making me reshoot, so.
I think that the reason you lifted so much was because you ate that taco before.
Hey, don't be giving away my training. That's insider information, buddy.
That's your secret. Now it's out. Yeah. Tacos.
But no, actually, we trained for a while.
Yeah.
This is a special episode talking about the power of print and how powerful it is. So we put some extra effort in, grew out my hair, trained a little bit harder. So
right.
Yeah.
Look good.
And also thanks to Jake over at hicksonhealth.com.
Yep.
Let us use their facility. We've been training there, and so we really appreciate it. Check them out. They have virtual services, hicksonhealth.com.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, guys. That was really fun. Thanks for letting us use your place. All right. Well, today's episode is the power of print. In today's digital world, sometimes the exceptional value of print can sometimes be overlooked. But there's a lot of research, a lot of studies that are out there that really show how valuable print is. And we want to talk about today how print can really help you boost your revenue.
Pump up your revenue.
That's right. Pump up your revenue.
Yeah, absolutely.
With print.
Yeah, and so all that research, all those case studies that we're talking about, that's going to be down in the description below. You can check it out. We're also going to be eating some really awesome tacos from El Chivito here in San Antonio.
Yeah, some taco de barilla.
Yeah, tacos de barilla. So we look forward to that.
Stick around for that. That's going to be awesome. So that's worth sticking around for. We went behind the scenes. They showed us how to make them, and it was really great.
See what all the hype is about, and what makes them so special.
Exactly.
So that's going to be awesome.
Yeah, like and subscribe.
Before we jump into that, please hit the like and subscribe button, turn on notifications that we can catch every episode, and leave us a comment. Let us know what you think, and if you want us to cover something specific.
Exactly. And when you like and subscribe, that just tells YouTube that, if you like it, other people might like it, so they share with more people. That helps us get this video out to more people. And leave us a comment. Let us know what you think. I mean, it'd be nice to get a comment from somebody, anybody. Mom.
Mom.
Please.
Hey, you know what? Why don't we do a special?
Okay.
Yeah, if we get 100 likes or 20 comments, we'll do a special episode.
Yeah.
And we'll try to pull 400 pounds.
400 pounds. All right, let's put Joey on the spot. All right. Let's do it. All right, Joey. Power of print number 1. Direct mail. Print owns the mailbox. That is the last unrestricted gateway to the consumer's home and to their business. And in today's digital overload world, anything that can cut through the clutter is going to get your attention.
Yeah, and it's going to drive traffic to the business,
drive traffic to your business, to your websites, to your product. What does that mean?
Pumped up revenue.
Yeah, that's right.
So just think about the hundreds, thousands of emails you get per day, per week. You're only getting 15 to 16 pieces of physical mail in that same time span. So your direct mail campaigns are going to be seen. It's going to land in the hand of the consumer. It's not going to go to a junk folder or a spam folder.
Exactly. And who doesn't like to get mail?
Right. We got some here.
Oh, you brought your mail?
Yeah. Letter from grandma. There's a few bucks in there. Phone bill. That's going in the trash.
Right.
Buy one get one free. That's going on the fridge.
Right. Perfect. And the ROI shows that the response is there. Right? We're seeing 3 to 4% returns on direct mail campaigns versus 0.1, 0.2% response rates on digital marketing campaigns.
Yeah. And people buy from companies that they like, know, and trust. And whenever you send out that direct mail, it's going to instantly boost your credibility and brand trust.
Exactly. Joey, that leads us perfectly to power of print number 2, which is print is trustworthy. In this age of widespread digital deception,
fake news,
when readers see things online, they immediately question its source and its authenticity. But with print, studies show that doesn't happen. With print, they show that it's much more credible.
Print is much, much more credible you can trust me on that one. No, but really that trust comes from a source of reliability, knowing where that content comes from. You have professional writers and editors with their names and images in the magazines and newspapers that you're reading. So there's an added layer of credibility and durability with print, which means
pumped up revenue.
So that brings us to the power of print number 3, staying power. An ad printed in a magazine is going to stay alive as long as the reader possesses that publication.
Yeah, talk about staying power. My family's from Israel. And you know the Dead Sea Scrolls?
Those are pretty old.
Those are pretty old. Ink on paper. Those were discovered in Israel. They're still around. They're actually in a museum in Israel.
2,000 years is a long time.
It's a long time. And I don't care how good your digital marketing campaign is. I don't think it's going to be in a museum in 2,000 years.
That's right. So the longevity of your ad equals what?
Pumped up revenue.
Pumped up revenue.
All right, that brings us to power of print number 4, which is increased attention with print. When you read a magazine or a book or print publication, you're increasing your attention, which makes sense because you're not easily distracted like you are when you go to reading something.
Yeah, so like
online.
If you're reading a blog online, you're going to have ads pop up. You might have notifications for your email or social media, but that doesn't happen whenever you're reading a book or a magazine because your sole focus is on that publication. You can get absorbed into it, and that's why print advertising is so valuable.
Yeah, the typical visitor to a website is going to spend maybe 5 minutes, on the website. But studies show that if you're reading a physical book or magazine, you're going to spend at least 20 minutes, which means more time with the stories, more time with the contents, more time with the ads.
It's going to take me a little bit longer than 20 minutes, I'm pretty sure.
Why?
I'm a slow reader. But that's okay because more time, more attention on that publication, magazine, or ad equals
pumped up revenue.
All
right, that brings us to power of print number 5, which is increased retention. So because you're able to stay focused and have more attention, that means you're draining fewer of your cognitive resources, which makes retention easier.
Yeah, so you're talking about those cognitive resources. Well, with print, your cognitive load is lower, so you can use your full brain power on that publication or magazine that you're reading. And you also don't have the paradox of choice. There's not ads flashing on screen or email notifications or social media notifications. So there's no dilemma as what to look at. Your sole focus is going to be on the publication or magazine that you have in hand, which makes retention easier.
Right, and when you're holding it in your hands, all of your senses are being used. So you're seeing the words, you're feeling the paper, you're even smelling the ink, and that tactile experience, that helps with retention and learning. So that means when your customer sees your printed piece, sees your ad on the printed piece, that means they're more likely to remember you and your brand.
Which leads to pumped up revenue.
All right, that brings us to the power of print number 6, which is print encourages learning. So all the research shows that printed material in the classroom supports literacy skills and inspires a lifelong love of reading.
Yeah, and I remember as a kid watching Reading Rainbow, and it always got me excited for the book fair. And even now, I'm continuing to read documents and publications all the time. And if you start off at an early age, you can continue reading for a lifetime. And print really fosters that habit.
Right. And all of us with kids know how hard it is to limit our kids' time with electronics that drains their time, drains their brains, right? But there's no app. You don't need an app that limits your kids' time with books and magazines because we know that those enhance their brains. Those things, books and magazines, enhance our lives. And that means?
Pumped up brains.
Pumped up brains. Exactly. All right, power of print number 7. Print is healthier. So research found that using digital devices before you go to bed is really not very healthy. It disrupts the circadian clock.
Is that like a super annoying alarm clock?
I think that's the cicada clock.
Okay.
Yeah, your circadian clock is your internal clock, which regulates the sleep-wake cycle. And using electronics before you go to bed, it makes it more difficult to fall asleep, which means you're not going to be alert the next day.
Yeah, and over time, lack of proper sleep could actually lead to a lot of serious health issues. You're talking about cardiovascular disease, metabolic diseases like obesity and diabetes, and even cancer. So, we know sometimes you have to stay up late and work or study, but why not take a textbook or a printed document to bed with you instead of a screen?
Yeah, it just makes sense that it's healthier for us as human beings to sit down with something that doesn't move, that doesn't ping, that's not constantly calling our attention. When you read a print piece, it's kind of like a meditation. It's a whole nother kind of peaceful, immersive experience.
Which leads us to pumped up immune systems.
There you go.
That brings us to the power of print point number 8, which is sustainability. Paper is one of the most sustainable products on earth because it has a super high recycle rate. And my wife's family is in the logging industry here in Texas, and I've been inside these working forests. They're super amazing. You know, they plant all these trees. They're there for decades before they're harvested. And in the meantime, they're cleaning the air and they're providing habitat for all sorts of animals.
Yeah, it's amazing. And for every tree that they cut down in these sustainable forests, they're planting 7 to 8 new trees. So we actually have more trees in America today than we did 100 years ago. And that's a large part because of the paper industry.
So that leads us to?
That leads us to pumped up planet.
All right.
All right.
Now we're at power of print point number 9, which is millennials love print and they believe in its long-term value.
Yeah, millennials, Joey, like me and you, young millennials, like us.
I hate to break it to you, Go. I'm barely a
like
millennial, so you're probably not a millennial.
Yeah. You're probably right. Yeah, but I love print.
Yeah, we love print.
Yeah.
Some common ground there.
That's common, yeah. That's right. But, you know, millennials, like true millennials, they spend about $600 billion a year. So if you've got a product that captures their attention, that drives them to your business, what does that mean?
Pumped up revenue.
Pumped up revenue.
And to bring it all home, we're going to cover the power of print number 10, which print drives sales. We've covered all these amazing things about how print cuts through the clutter. It increases attention and retention. It encourages learning and is sustainable. Well, all of these aspects of print come together to drive sales and increase business.
Exactly. And print is a very powerful media that enhances all aspects of your marketing campaign. It's warm, it's inviting, it's highly personalized, and research shows that it drives consumers online and to your brick and mortar.
Yeah, and even though it's the original technology, print is still highly innovative with technologies like personalized data, PURLs, QR codes, augmented reality, and intelligent print imaging, which bridges the gap between the physical and the digital world.
Yeah, and let's not forget that magazines are the original target marketing. So when you pick up your favorite food magazine, fitness magazine, business magazine, you know you're going to have great content and advertising that you're passionate about.
And it's relevant to you.
It's relevant.
Research also shows that whenever you're holding a physical product, you have a greater attachment to it. So when your consumers are looking at your ad in a magazine, they develop a subconscious desire for that product, so they're more likely to make the purchase.
Yeah, and they call that the endowment effect. And that's
some super powerful stuff.
That's super powerful stuff. And those are the 10 powers of print.
Yeah, and we've combined all of these information into a super awesome PDF that you can download from our blog post. It's in the link below.
Yeah, you can print it out. You can share it with your customers. You can take it on sales calls and use it to showcase the power of print. And all of that is meant to pump up your revenue.
Hello, thank you for coming to El Chivito. My name is Moises Muñoz, and this is El Chivito. Welcome to El Chivito. Me and my cousin started like 4 years ago with the project, and now we're here. If you want to try something really good to San Antonio, you should come try the tortas ahogadas and the tacos de birria. Our birria is something kind of new in our menu, so a lot of people now come to try our birria. Our birria we cook like overnight, and as soon as the birria is ready, we put in the grill. So we make crispy tacos de birria, and it's come with cilantro and onions on the side, and you can choose the dip sauce. The dip sauce does the juice from the meat, so you can get more flavor in those tacos. I recommend you guys to add the consomme because you're gonna get more flavor in those tacos. If you wanna try the authentic Guadalajara food, come to El Chivito and enjoy.
All right, we're here with the birria tacos that have magically appeared. We went behind the scenes at El Chivito. We learned how they were made. We learned that they're from Jalisco, Mexico, and that this is an ancient recipe. And now it's time to dig in.
Let's hit that taco cam.
Let's do it. All right, Joey. Here it is, the birria taco. We've got the crispy corn tortilla. We've got our salsitas. This is the actual birria stew that meat was actually cooked in. We've got the red sauce, the verde sauce. And then, Joey, this is your dangerous, hot sauce that was made with homegrown scorpion pepper. I think I'm gonna have to save that for the last bite because I want to be able to take more than one bite of this. All right, we've got this dressed with a little bit of cilantro and some onions. You can see the cilantro and the onions on this one, actually. I'm gonna dip it in. Well, let's put some sauces on there. Put some of this red spicy salsa. Try a little bit of the green. A little bit of lime. Oh yeah, there we go. Some of that lime, citrus. And then dip it into the consommé. Take another bite of that. It's amazing. Joe, you gotta try it. So good.
I've got a slight variation on the taco de birria that you got, Gal. I've got the quesadilla, which was created in Tijuana, Mexico, which it has cheese in it. And you can see how cheesy it is. It barely comes apart. But I'm gonna go straight into the power sauce right here. And check that out. Ooh, this is the power episode. Can you see that? Awesome. Little lime over here. And we're gonna dip it in that consommé. All right. Super good. Got a little tickle in the back of the throat from that sauce. All right. Let me cool it down with, I don't know if I can cool it down with this sauce. There's hot sauce in here too. Man, that's really good. Really good. Those are some tasty tacos and another fantastic episode.
Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.